Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 9 of Starsector, which originally aired live on Twitch. Before we get started, I want to give you all a little bit of a disclaimer and also a spoiler for the content of episodes 6 through 10. So if you don't want it spoiled for you, please skip ahead about 20 seconds. The stream, otherwise known as episodes 6 through 10, we spend the vast majority of the time trying to survey the galaxy. Now, surveying the galaxy is absolutely required if you'd like to colonize worlds, but I completely understand if it's not the most riveting content to watch, so feel free to skip these episodes, or alternatively, hop around in the timeline to try to find things you want to watch. Otherwise, be prepared for a lot of surveying. Let's get started. I will say a major part of... Are you friendly? Oh, you're not friendly. I outrun you, you fatty. Bye-bye, fatty. Bye-bye. A major part of this game is, you know, just surveying and figuring out the surroundings and all that. It's maybe not sexy, but it is needed. All right, let's fire you. Goodbye. I guess I don't have to beat a planet for that. So now we're at Ogre, or Tia. And this is a predetermined core world that hasn't been surveyed. So here's Ogre. And there is an abandoned research station on the other side. Getting a colony is super important. Yeah, Bunker Joe. I completely agree. And finding a good colony spot, you shouldn't just colonize anything for the sake of it. Colonizing is expensive and requires investment capital and all that, so you're really going to want to pick somewhere that's tactical and logistical for colonizing, and that's why spending a whole lot of time trying to survey the core worlds and figure out where the best place is and all that is really important. But given all the synchrotron cores and stuff like that I definitely have the capital to invest very heavily in a early game colony, which is why we spent so much time surveying. So here's yet another planet system. Whole bunch of planets, but nothing sexy. They're all pretty low hab. Yeah, it's another fine point that I hadn't even gone that route. Bunker, as you say, is also a really good way to manufacture goods so that you can trade with allies for the bonuses. One of the things that you'll notice is when you do end up colonizing, the amount of trade that comes to your world depends on your alliances with other factions. So if you're at war with a lot of people, there's going to be a lot fewer trade opportunities. A gamma core. Oh, there might be a pirate base down here because they own the fleet beacons. So yeah, having alliances, if you're trying to feed your economy through colonization, having a bunch of neutrals and allies will be very good for your economy if you can manage it. Merv. And the last thing is a gas giant. I haven't seen the pirate base yet. Maybe they just own it. I don't know. Okay, everything's been prelimmed at least. Let's bounce out of here. And it looks like do something else will be the winner here. So I'm going to go to the last... Oh, here's Penelope Star. This is what I was looking for. Penelope Star is a predetermined solar system that tends to have pretty good colonizable worlds. And then what I'll do is I will have you all vote on whether to go to what was it called? To Mangindusa or Penelope Star. If Penelope Star is any good. Generally speaking, Penelope will be okay-ish, but we'll see. Unless they changed it. I mean, they might have changed it in this patch and I wouldn't know. Because it actually doesn't look sexy at all. It has one desert world, so maybe it's a bit of a bust. .200 hazard rating. Abundant volatiles, abundant ore. I mean, it's not great. That's not the one that was most likely to be good, though. It was the Desert World Ithaca, or whatever it's called. We have not found a home yet. No, we're still homeless. I surveyed... Oh, we're low on fuel. I surveyed just about everything that was within reasonable distance. That's a crap desert world. Everything within a reasonable distance of the core worlds, and really only found one system that looked at all decent for colonization. And I haven't even really analyzed it that closely, so I'd want to take another look to see what resources can be harvested and mined there. Yellow and orange stars are the best way, yeah. So taking a look, it looks like self-improvement, which is refit, upgrade, expand fleet, etc. What I will do is, because I have the derelict... Okay, so it was a bit of tiebreaker. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to continue surveying, but I'm going to bring around with me one of my super ships, one of my mega ships. Oh, I skipped... this system entirely in Bolatia. But let me go over to Yima and pick up my battleship, one of my battleships, and just continue surveying with it, with the battleship in my fleet fully crewed and manned, so that we can maybe remove demods. And I'll also show you how much it costs to just refit, remove demod, which is ridiculously expensive. So I'll show you what it costs now. I'm going to have you pick between the two ships that I have. Whether it is the Legion Elite Battle Carrier or the Conquest Elite Battle Cruiser. So Legion or Conquest. What ship to man? Legion or Conquest? I have opinions about them, but I'm going to have you vote. But what I'm going to do is just show you how much it would technically cost to refit these if I was to pay the top dollar. So repairing costs me 500 or 91 supplies, but that's not even what I'm doing. What I'm showing you here is to remove the 4 demods of the Legion. Would be 1,200,000, so double what I currently have. And to do for the Conquest would be a little bit more than I have. So as you can see, it is ridiculously stupid expensive. The Legion here is a battle carrier with a bunch of fighter bays, and the Conquest is a battle cruiser, which is primarily missiles and ballistics, with some small point defense and stuff. So, yeah, your choice between the two. The Conquest or the Legion, whether I go a battle cruiser or a battle carrier. The increased maintenance for these would hurt. Yeah, especially the Conquest with increased maintenance would be pretty brutal. And then this battle, the Legion here is a 14th battle group, which is a special type of Legion. They are a bit tougher than normal Legions because they're part of the 14th battle group. They were like yeah. So it looks like the Conquest is to be the winner. So I'm going to put the Legion away. Fleet. Put the Legion away. We'll run with the Conquest. Then I'm going to get this Conquest up and running, and I also need to hire a whole bunch of people to man this ship because it's expensive. And then refit it to actually put some supplies in it. No, I only want up to 870. I hate when it does this. I'll do 900. So we need down here it says we need a minimum of 870 to man the Conquest, plus everything else. So going to the refits, I'm going to strip this ship of all parts. So taking a look, it has a compromised hull, so the hull integrity is lower. It has a faulty power grid, so the power sucks. And then it has increased maintenance. What I'm going to want to do is go over to my abandoned siphon station and grab the weapons that I have stashed here in case they're weapons that I want to use to outfit, to refit the ship, because then I don't have to spend money for the weapons. And yeah, we will be putting a captain in there for sure. All right, so let's do the refit. So this is the ISS Poetic Artist, and I'm going to focus on the missile hardpoints last. The thing is, I'm not actually looking to get into a lot of fights with this ship. So I'm going to design this ship to be sort of non-combat, because the whole idea is that I towed it around with me. So it only needs one more movement speed, one more burn level. I'm just going to be toting it around with me in hopes that my skills will automatically remove its demods. That's pretty much what I'm doing. So it needs to, let's do efficiency overhaul. And then it also needs to keep up with me. So is there something other than the augmented field drive? Because that's overkill. I don't know. I think the augmented field drive is the only thing that will speed up its burn level. Because it can't have militarized subsystems. It is already militarized subsystems. The alternative is ox tugs. Yeah, I'm not going to do ox tugs though. All right, everything else I put in this, I'm going to want to just make it cheaper to run. Again, I'm not designing it for combat. I'm designing it just to make it less expensive. What is shield shot? Nope. Okay, I'm not sure. Do heavy armor. What's its normal shield arc? 90? I'm gonna give it 150 shield arc. And a dedicated target core, so its shots go further. Maybe advanced turret gyros. And possibly accelerated shields, but it really depends. All right, and we're gonna just, from my own cargo holds, I'll toss stuff that I own in. So here's 2 Storm Needlers, which are anti-shield. We'll do a Mjolnir on one side, and I wish it would be symmetrical. Maybe 2 Thumpers or something, I don't know. I want something flak and flak. Okay, that'll work. In the back, I'll have some point defenses. Ew. God, there's crappy point defenses. Tactical lasers, I guess. This, forget that. This area that I'm in just doesn't have nice parts to attach. For medium ballistics, I'll do flat cannon on one side. I'll buy the other flat cannon for the other side. And then this medium ballistic, I'll do 2 Thumpers. They're just sort of well-rounded. They're not amazing, but they're well-rounded weapons. The missile hardpoints, we'll go with Swarmers on either side for anti-smallcraft. And then in the front, we'll do Reaper Typhoons for like super ship killers if we need it. As you can see, I've already, I'm already max here. I do have 2 empty large attachment points in a whole bunch of small things. So let's see, get rid of this, get rid of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over to another... Oh, this fell to pirates? Was that always a pirate world? I thought there was an independent world here. Okay, well, if there's not, I'm going to hop over to a different system to equip the rest. But before I do that, let me take my gamma and beta cores and put everything I'm not using away, which is this stuff. Yep. Because we're going to turn those into our next stop. Bubble Quinn, thanks for the resub, and welcome. So our max burn level is... Yeah, we're good. Our max burn level is 20 still. Because of skill points and the like. You found me watching Starsector years ago, and yet here we are again. Comes full circle. I gotta be careful how much I open market this stuff. All right, let's refit, see if there's better parts here. No, I hate that stuff. I guess I could put heavy mortars because they're cheap, but I don't want it. And yeah, okay, they don't have any electrical parts or laser parts, high-tech parts. So let's go over to the Scathy here. And we can also turn in the cores, which will net us a huge amount of money because it's like 30K. If you have AI cores that you want to turn in, definitely turning them into Tritech. They're worth the most at Tritech. They're not worth the most rep, but they're worth the most money. And honestly, money is bae. So to do that, just talk to the station commander. And I make 660,000 turning him into Tritech. Yes, sir. All right, refit time. They should have... Wow. How do you not have lasers? That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for you. You're a high-tech station and you have no lasers. So yeah, we're in the 1.2 mil range now. I'm about that. Works for me. I can't for the life of me get refit parts for this stupid thing. Okay, here's... I'll put some stupid IR pulse lasers. I don't really care. Again, I'm not really using this as... I'm not really using this ship for combat. It's mostly just to escort me. It's a really expensive escort. It's honestly straight foolish, but whatever. It is the way it is. So... Oh, they have assault chain guns. Let's get rid of heavy armor. Toss in some assault chain guns. Or, yeah, assault chain guns. And then... Okay, there. Weapon groups. Oh, this is brutal. One. I'm not going to be manning this myself. I'm going to let the AI control this. It's a lot of weapons to manage. There. All right. So they're all on more or less different weapon groups. Confirm. And we'll put... who would be better here? Definitely Fangface, because Orton here is energy weapon, and this ship doesn't have a lot of energy weapons. So Fangface goes in there, and then Tangier. Yeah, we're good. Oh, I never named that guy. Oh my god, I'm so bad at remembering to do that. Well, here we go. It's Kilgore. That's a good name for a reckless dude. All right, Kilgore. Has it been 2 minutes yet? Yes, just a little. And then Kilgore is going to switch what ship he's in, because I'm not going to have him manning a fuel ship. That's just silly. All right. Let's put this ship here. And we're good to go. Sort of. We're going to need some more fuel and supplies. Okay. So the plan here is we are going to star hop just what is likely to be good targets for colonization. Things that are close to core worlds and are not like neutron stars and things like that. We're going to be pickier. And I'm only going to do a little bit of this, and then I'm going to get back to something else. So after I do a few surveys here, you guys are going to decide what to do after that, because I don't want to overly bore you with surveys. It is important to get done, and we do have to bite the bullet to do it. The fact that I really don't have any alternatives other than Mangindurus or whatever it was called, can never remember its name, is sort of unfortunate, because I'd love for there to be at least 2 options, but we only really have the one. We're here and it looks terrible. Oh, we found a location of a derelict ship, though. Yeah, this system sucks. There's a gas giant named Iron. Whoever named that gas giant needs to be fired. I guess, hypothetically, a gas giant could have an iron core, but, like, that's not what they're known for. You know, stars might have iron cores, but again, not what they're known for. I'm curious what my ship maintenance is a day for, what is my ship maintenance per day for my various ships in this fleet? It's not telling me. Oh well, whatever. Indonome. Thanks for the resub. Welcome. Oh, a remnant fleet that wants to mess with me. For reals? I have a battle cruiser. I suppose you don't care. There's a lot of you. You missed. There's a point of interest around Iron the Gas Giant. Oh, you got me. Alright, well, I'll let you get me. Move to engage. Alright, so what I'm going to do is the mules support the the conquest, and then I'll just fly solo. I'm probably not going to want to get too far ahead of the conquest, because it's a good meat tank. Stupid Liz boats. Oh god, my flux. Bugger off. Alright, Conquest, I want you to focus on the brilliance. I'm just being like microwaved alive here. Really annoying. Alright, you know what? You're alone. I'm just going to nuke you. No, he's just... honestly, that ship is just straight trolling me. It's doing a really good job of trolling me. One of my mules just got disabled, which sucks. And I overloaded, but barely. Yeah, I'm getting messed up here. I'm gonna have to probably save and load. Yeah, I'm just disabled. And the Conquest is destroyed. It doesn't take a lot of remnant ships to totally whoop you. I wonder what my load point was. So this is like pre-conquest and everything. Dang, that's rough. Yeah, the one of the things to note is just because it's bigger doesn't necessarily mean it's better. A really, really important message to note. So yeah, just because I had like a massive conquest or whatever, it's really up to how you outfit it and how many demods it has and what the pilot is and all that for it to actually be an effective craft. Giant battle cruisers and all that are sort of garbage. So I don't really need to survey any of the rest of SAR. I already know about it. So I am just going to make my way back to Yama, and we are going to skip the survey. Well, actually, you guys voted on survey. So... okay, if you voted on survey, I'm going to continue surveying, but I'm not going to pick up the, I'm not going to pick up demodded, slow, bulky, stupid crafts until I can truly afford to run them. But I think I don't have, yeah, I don't have field repairs anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Flee is a way of life in this game. It is. It is until you have like a fleet full of paragons and you're like, haha, nothing hurt me. So this is the, I should have known. It had a medium warning beacon. This is the system that killed me. But now, because I'm not toting around a massively heavy and worthless battle cruiser, I can easily outmaneuver them. And the way the game works, the RNG of the Galaxy generation means that all the things that I surveyed that then died and I've lost survey data on, it's all still the same. Nothing effectively changed about it. That means that, like, if I went back to resurvey everything, it would be identical to the first time I surveyed it, meaning that I know I'm not really missing anything. There's no... God, I hate the remnant ships. Go away. So it's a bummer, but that I don't have that survey data anymore, but I also know that there's no point in surveying it anyway. You got a location of a derelict ship. Let's see, there's 2 mining stations. There's a mining station orbital habitat over here that I'd like to be able to salvage if I can. Yeah, the 2 laser ships that, the 2 laser ships totally locked me down to a point where, like, I was ineffective. Hey! Arithmetic engine. Increases the size of fleets launched by the colony. 25% for hot worlds and 100% for extreme hot worlds. So it's like a defensive, you know, it makes hot colonized worlds stronger. That is cool. Okay, let's go for the 1 brilliance, and hopefully this will work. This will be my vengeance here. I'm gonna have everyone escort me, and I hope I'm not totally stun locked by stupid lasers that go pew pew. Good volley. Oh god, he has a plasma cannon too. No! That ship that they're running has like a flux max like 10 times my flux max. So it's going to be really hard to go toe to toe with that thing and win. But I am doing, well, I'm playing it a lot safer. No, it teleported. Stop, 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 stop. Get out of here. Okay, there we go. Down 1 ship. Okay, all of you attack the Brilliant. Oh god, that mule. I'm coming, dude! Oh god, oh god, oh god. Get me out of here. And I'm fluxed. Okay, the other mules helped me out. They backed me up. We'll be able to do this. Not elegantly, but this is the vengeance I wanted. Alright, it's flamed out. It has no steering, and it's dead. Wreckage. Basically nothing. But a bunch of organs. And a gamma core. Alright, yeah, I'm way over capacity, so let me jettison out some ores. Oh, I didn't realize I transverse jumped, but that's probably wise. I shouldn't stick around there. Alright, let me try 2 more POIs here. So I'm gonna head back home, ditch the ore that I just got, and try like 2 more yellow stars, and then I'll have you all vote on what to do next. While I religiously quick save, because if I don't, I will have not learned my lesson. I'm just beelining straight into the storms here. My poor little ships are just getting ravaged. All right, so let's try for tragedy. If there's a good colony to be had, cheers, Esaveli. All right. If there's a good colony to be had, it would be in tragedy, right? And then we'll try one other. And hopefully find some sort of alternative. But this has been brutal. It's been a slog. City of Brass Gravity Well. Again, another gas giant with a totally weird name. Gas giant called City of Brass. I can assure you there is no brass on that that gas giant. Yeah, where's the cities of grass? I completely agree. I've not found a single jungle or Terran world yet, outside of the core worlds. I like the name, but it makes no sense for a gas giant. I was playing the, just a few weeks ago, I was playing the tabletop game Brass, which is like a, sort of like a Monopoly. But it has nothing to do with brass. I was so confused. I'm like, why is it called brass? I'm trading coal and iron and booze and commodity goods. I had no idea what was going on. I will try... So I'm keeping a close eye on my fuel range. I don't have enough fuel to hit up one other POI, so I'm just going to stop here real quick to see if... Well, maybe not the park on the star. And then we're gonna head back to the core worlds and try one more. This is a pirate system. And they're coming in. Oh God, you're going fast. Well, you're going fast, but you're garbage. Guess what? I'm gonna blow you up. Is this safe pre-administrators? Probably. I still probably have to ditch them. Thanks for the reminder, Dragon. So I'm basically against like one enemy mule. And there it is. What a joke. It's a joke that will probably kill me, right? Given the trends. Alright, yo, these other mules are fine. Whatever. You! Get forward! I'm gonna shoot you myself. They just, like, keep parking behind me. I'd expect that from a coward. A cowardly pilot, but not the ones I have employed right now. Alright, oh, come on, that was a killing blow. I'm bad at, there we go. My maneuver rate's not great at hitting these guys when they're being annoying, and these guys are wearing out my hull real fast. It's mostly just a matter of practice, combat-wise. Really? I'm gonna get killed by one of these little idiots? Yep. I'll just accept the consequences and recover my my sunder at the end of it. That's one of the reasons why you'd want a guns on your front that pivot and turn, because it just kept swaying back and forth to the point where I couldn't catch up. But let's see about taking over one of these mules that are and giving orders to the other one. This is my survey team, so it's like I'm not designed to fight, so you can say, oh, you know, your fleet needs X, Y, or Z. It's like, yes, but I am a bunch of surveyors. So yeah, of course I'm missing I'm missing some important things because we are surveyors. This is the survey fleet. Last I checked, no one needs a survey fleet capable of combat. But yeah, the problem with the pulse cannons that I have is that they don't target small things effectively at all. There we are. Claim victory, recover. I'm just gonna let them go. Consider ship recovery, use a story point, and then pick through the rest of the wreckage. And then you all voted that I get industry, so I'm just gonna do that again. Save, and the interesting thing now is, now that I have the industry, I have a chance to remove the demod off of my own ship with field repairs, and the demod that I have is degraded shields, which sucks, because that's pretty much why I died in the first place. But I'll live with it. Alright, what else is there? Barren world. No research stations orbiting the star. I probably need to name the officer again, too, I'd imagine. Alright, we're out of here. So let's see. Colonies. Yeah. The officer needs to be named Kilgore, and that's about it. I don't have the admins. So at least we done that right. All right, I should try to hit as many storms as on my way home as I can, because it's out of my fuel range, but not really. I'm gonna drift into its gravity well. But hitting storms speeds you up a bit. So as you can see, my range to the core world's actually increased or whatever. It's weird that storms can do that, but it is a mechanic that I quite like. So yeah, now I actually will get there. Before, I was getting there and I was going to be a dry tank before I got there, and now I get to go there the whole way and not drift. So if I wanted to restore my ship, it'd be about 64k. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to wait for the skill point to kick in, because I think that would be cool. And I'll just suffer with a decreased efficiency ship. I mean, it's my own fault, so I'll live with it. And we're going to survey one more potential and then pull the plug. I'm sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure that this is just going to be another fail endeavor. But we'll see. I'm refueling for it, though, so don't run low. All right, let's get going. $1,300 fuel should carry me fine. So, orange system. Yeah, let's try this. It's close. At this point, I'm most interested in systems that are in close proximity to core. But I'm not holding my breath because it doesn't seem that hopeful. If you go into your intel and you sort planets, you can actually sort them by like hazard rating. So here's all the planets known sorted by hazard rating. So there's The easiest to colonize world would be Shitha Ma. Which is in the Kardashev constellation. And then you can work your way down. So that's a pretty good way to figure like where you want to go. The next cheapest would be Nog in Zophiel. And in Zophiel, there's 2 desert worlds that are like okayish, but there's not much else. And then what's next? This is in... Oh, it's another Kardashev. Again, not really poor farmland kind of everywhere I've been looking. But yeah, this is what you would do to try to figure out the ideal location. So the one I had my eye on is in Mangandusa. So this is the Mangandusa system. It's really not that great. I mean, we've got poor farmland, sparse ore, common organics, and it's hot. And then the other one is poor farmland, moderate ore, extreme weather and hot. And then we have the tundra world that has poor farmland. So it's mostly like a farm world. The gas giant has diffuse volatiles. Honestly, it's not even a really good... It has rich, rare ore for transplutonics. That's about it. There's not a lot sporting here. Really only the advantage to going to this system here would be that I could supply some of its own food. So it's not terrible. But yeah, farmland is not the most important, exactly. You're going to want... Ideally, you want a system that can supply things to build ships, or transplutonics, fuel, heavy industry type stuff. I do like to be able to supply my own food and supplies, make my own supplies, because that is useful, but it isn't necessary. Okay, this is the system I wanted to check out. I'm going to start doing bare minimum surveys. Hey! And the first place I go to is a water world. Rich ore, abundant organics. This is probably the most habitable planet I've found so far. Garbage ruins, but like, whatever. Yeah, it's 125. And then there's a ton of probes around. Oh, right, the debris field. Good mining too. Yeah, that's not a bad world. Okay, we have some people to kill. Let's see if I can't botch this. I'm not even going to give them orders. Full assault is fine. These are just automated defenses. They're not particularly strong, as they have no shields. So for a glass cannon like me, it is a easy killing. As long as I don't let them spin up their ballistics and hammer me to hell. Come here. You want to fight me? Not one of these little quick missile ships. Hey, mule. They're worthless. There we go. I hope the other planets are going to be nice, but I think tempering your expectations is probably the healthiest approach. Chance is they're going to be garbage. If historical patterns hold. Alright, I think there's just that one whatever that class of ship is called, I don't even know. Would adding a carrier help things out? Well, the thing is, this is, again, a survey fleet. I'm not really adding anything. The whole purpose of this fleet is to be able to survey stuff, not to pay for a large fleet. So I have other carriers, I have battleships, I have stuff like that that I could add, but I'm trying to do a bare minimum survey here. Ooh, 3 gamma cores. Nice. That's some money. And Tangier, you leveled up. More gamma cores. I like it. More automated defenses. Okay, fine. I'll fight. Even though our combat readiness is a little bit lower. Yeah, I have a bunch of ships stored at an abandoned siphon station. You can store ships anywhere you want. If it's not an abandoned station, you have to pay for it. Like 5,000 a month or something like that for the storage fees. But there's a whole bunch of like abandoned stations that are built all over the galaxy where you can just store stuff for free. So I have, you know, 2 battleships stored and a whole bunch of other stuff just stored for when I want it. And right now, the only ships I have in my fleet are pirate smugglers and survey ships, fuel ships, that kind of thing. This is specifically a non-combat fleet on purpose. Ah, my heat! Oh god! Big missiles, big missiles. The small ships that have like massive torpedoes can be really scary. Because they just flamed me out. I have no engine. Yeah, if I went around with a carrier, I would have to pay for that carrier, for the supplies, the fuel, the crew, and then the carrier would be slow, cumbersome. It would be harder to maneuver. So when you're trying to do a large survey of the galaxy, don't bring a giant fleet with you. It's expensive and totally unnecessary. It doesn't really benefit you at all unless you think you're going to need to survey like a remnant cluster. You know, where the remnants are really aggressive. You might want some muscle, but it's easy enough to just avoid them. Unlike normal human captained fleets, the AI, the automated defense fleets, don't give up. You just have to kill them all, which is annoying. Same with Remnant. So even though these guys have teeny nothings left, I have to murder them all. Oh, come on. They flamed the engines out. They keep using anti-engine missiles to burn my engines out, which is really annoying, and my point defense isn't disabling at the time. All right, is there anyone left? Yeah, there's one other ship down left. I am not going to install any mods, and if you type !about, it will tell you that this is a, other than a few graphical mods to remove like the giant white blinding explosions of a ship implosion, this is a completely mod-free series where no mods are going to be considered under any circumstances whatsoever. I have played modded series of Starsector, but this won't be one of them. The reason being is that if I installed mods and I'm trying to showcase A95 content, it would be confusing to a viewer what was modded and what was A95, and I don't want to confuse viewers needlessly. That doesn't sound helpful to really anyone. So that's why. Just to make it easier on the viewers. Okay, so we did have a pilot level up. Let's give you... Target analysis is always a good one. And then keep on surveying. Ooh, more probes. Dang. Someone was interested in this system. Oh. That's a lot. I can come back later if I really want to. At least I know the probe is there. But my own ship, my main capital ship, or whatever you want to call it, is not even repaired fully. Ooh, don't establish a colony. Wow, there's like 1,000 probes here. There's also a survey ship somewhere. Where was that? Oh, up in the asteroid belt. All right, that's probably more than my survey fleet can handle. So this is I don't think this is worth colonizing, as it really only has one good planet. But we could come back and mess with all these probes and automated survey ships and all that. But we'd want a little bit more combat than what we currently have, because oh, I thought that was ruins. It's not. It's just asteroid belt. Okay, well this one's a interesting, but a bust. Let's check next door. And I'll put up what I should do next again. If you want more surveying, you can vote for it. If not, then don't. Definitely would be an interesting place to come back to. So one of the advantages of killing the survey ships is when you destroy survey ships, they can tell you where habitable worlds are as a possibility. And that's a really good way to figure out where you should colonize without having to do the surveying yourself. Is it true that yellow stars typically have the best planets? Yeah, that's also true as far as we know in real life. They tend to have the largest Goldilocks zones and stable orbits and all that. So yes, you're not going to tend to find habitable worlds around black holes and neutron stars and pulsars and stuff like that. Very, very, very low chance. And then yellow and white dwarves will also have some habitable worlds, but it's no guarantee. It's certainly no guarantee. Everything is up to chance to some degree or another. Like here's a yellow star with literally nothing. Just a bunch of. Oh, it has some research stations or something around the star itself. More probes. Into the corona. Yeah, I'll engage. I wouldn't mind being around a black hole for a habitable world or something like that. They're just not that common. Ow. No. Getting swarmed here. Glass cannon ships aren't always the best ships, as I get overwhelmed really easily. Glass cannon ships are great when you have a lot of ships to sort of hide amongst, right? Like think of RPGs. Being a rogue in D&D is great when you have other party members that can draw aggro. Being a rogue when you're by yourself, yeah, you're gonna have some problems. You're gonna run into some aggro issues. And the same is true in this game. I'm like a backstab rogue, and I can't main tank. What I will say is the Doom is pretty good at doing a little bit of both. It is definitely a glass cannon, but because of its get out of dodge free card, which is the like anti-matter mines that it can lay, you can definitely shut down. Oh, don't step in front of me, stupid pilot. You can definitely like nuke and juke, is how I would say. There it is, claim victory. 3 more Gamma Cores, so that was worth it. A lot of XP and information about a habitable world. And another Gamma Core. Oh, and the debris field. Let's get out of the solar flare. So the new intel is a habitable world close by at Valak, a yellow star system close to where we are. Nice. I'm doing a great job, thanks. I don't feel like it. I feel rusty. I haven't really played this other than last stream since the first series I did like 16 months ago. So, being as rusty as I am, I will save often. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching. I will catch you next episode, or perhaps an upcoming stream. Farewell,